So just as I've shared, the PhD and masters are two complete different things. And as I've mentioned before, what will get you a fully funded masters will not get you fully funded PhD. Beyond the length of time that it will require for you to complete a master's versus the length of time that it will complete need for you to do a PhD, academically, the higher you go, the more streamlined that you are in your course. So you may feel that you're going for a PhD in epidemiology or a PhD in public health. You're not going for PhD in public health or in statistics or in medicine or in business. You are going as an early researcher in a specific research niche. You're going into a PhD program as an early researcher in a particular niche, solving a clear problem for a clear population. The confusion that they would sideline and ambiguity in your research direction or your research vision, they will overlook at the master's level, will not be overlooked at the PhD level. So at the PhD level, you are expected to have a research vision, clear goal and purpose of your research, very clear, not assumed, very clear. So I wanted to put that out there, that it is completely different, because so many persons are treating a fully funded PhD preparation as a master's, fully funded master's preparation. They are not the same. If not for anything, when it comes to research proposal, at master's level, it is optional. At PhD level, it is compulsory. Because if you're going to ask a professor to guide you towards the next 3 to 6 years of your life, you must have a clear purpose of where you're going. And I also want to put that beyond you looking at a fully funded PhD as your personal goal, it is not just about you. It is about you and the whole African community. It is about you and the whole African community. The stakes are high. A fully funded PhD aren't just personal milestones that you're putting for yourself. They are a strategic response to Africa's most pressing challenges and global challenges. So if you're going to a PhD program without clarity of what you want to achieve, then you have lost it even before starting. Are you going there to solve problem in climate change and environmental resilience? Are you going to solve problem in health equity and disease burden? Are you going to solve problem in educational inequality? Are you going there to solve problem in food security and agricultural innovation? Are you going there to solve problem in technology access and digital transformation? Now, you can say yes, but until you know what is the problem you are going to solve, then you have missed it. Globally, Africa has only 1% of PhD represented. Africa's share of global PhD aspects, despite representing 15% of world's population, is only 1%. Africa, let me explain again. Currently, the whole world, we make up 18% of the world's population. That is a big consensus. Yet, it is only 1% of Africa, not Nigerians, only 1% of Africa has PhD. that gap is too small. This is not even us narrowing it down, because I want to let you know that PhD is not about, oh, let me japa, I have masters before and I want to japa, therefore the easiest thing I should do is to go for PhD. No. But let's talk about what we are looking at. What is a fully funded PhD, and what does a fully funded PhD cover? A true full funded packaging PhD program eliminates the financial barriers entirely. So what is it going to cover? It's going to cover your tuition fees. 100% of the international tuition fees covered, which is often worth between £20,000 to £35,000 per year. Number 2, it covers your living expense, which should be able to cover your monthly allowance for rent, for food, and your daily life. It also covers your research costs, the cost of the research, because research is expensive, which covers equipment, field work, lab assessment, and conference attendance funded separately. Yeah. It also covers travel and insurance, which is return flights, and comprehensive health coverage included is most scholarships. So I said, before we go deeper, let me help you understand what this full funding that we are talking about is going to cover. Now, what are the top sourcing for African PhD students when we look at it here and there? There are 3 categories of PhD funding. Where are we getting funding from? What are the top places we're getting funding from? There are 3 categories of places we get funding from. Number 1 is the university funding. University of Manchester, University of Harvard, Cambridge University, Oxford University, or Hackinson and all that. Those ones are at university level. That's the first ones. Those are fully funded program gotten by a university. Number 2 are international fellowships, which a lot of persons don't talk about. The Rotary Peace Fellowship, the DAD Fellowship, Fulbright Fellowship, Erasmus Models Fellowship. These ones also cover. These are external bodies outside the university that caters for those fees for your PhD. And then we have specialized programs, which are Clarity for Africa, Change. There are different personalized programs that you'll be getting access to in your link in the group. So where do you find them? You can find this kind of scholarships at universities, university portals and departmental pages. We're going to drop some for you in the group. Findphd.com, scholarship database, and other websites directly. You can get them. So those are the 3 main areas that you can get funding for your PhD. So where do you study? Where do you study? Today is an overview class on understanding the global landscape of PhD. So where do you study, and which country is best for you?